Be here. Oh God.
Hello, everybody. We are live.
It is. What's the date? May
Today's
24th.
Wednesday.
Well, that's one good thing on the computer. I can still see that it says May 24th. So not everything is going wrong so far today. We have our special guests here. We have Journey with the Gingers.
Hello.
Lori and Hannah. So welcome you guys. This was supposed to be over on our eCam, where we can do a lot more fun things, more of a creative backdrop in that. And when we were trying to speak to each other, it froze. So the last 2 days, our computer, for whatever reason, has just been really silly. So we hope we get, with all the transition, we hope we get some more people popping in here. Greg, how is
Well, you didn't change the link, did you?
I had to change the link because...
Oh my gosh.
So how are we on here?
Well, did you put the link on Facebook?
The new link is on Facebook, yes.
Okay, so we're liable to change the link. I'm telling regulars because I don't see them on here.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully we'll get some more people popping in here. But let's say hi, Greg, who's in here already. We have
Angela Nemechek, the Food Cat, and the Snack. Jess Dave, Destination Fun, Carla McClendon, Nick Tours, Waypoint Explorers. So people are slowly finding out that we had to change the link.
Yeah.
Mary Ellen Dillon is here. So welcome everybody. As more people hopefully start coming in, we'll welcome them.
Yes. So
anyone on here, if you can throw the link on Facebook, please, or any other social media. London, welcome. If I didn't say that, we appreciate you helping out.
Thank
if you're
you,
able
everyone.
To do that.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I think we'll have a quick dilly to welcome in.
Dilly. Yeah, it's a little. It's
very strong. Look for the faces.
Mm-hmm.
I love that name.
Greg made the drink.
Yeah, I did.
You should never have Greg make. Actually, he'll give you your money's worth. But we are getting more people in. So
I don't give no watered down drinks. If I had my own bar, everybody would be happy.
Just one drink. All right. So we are here with Lori and Hannah.
Captain Billy J. Welcome. Sorry, there's more people coming in. Mary Ellen Dillon. Sorry, that's more people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
From Journey with the Gingers. Let me say the intro first before you
I interrupt.
Say hi.
What you're trying to say?
No. So we were on your channel. Lori and I were trying to test the computer yesterday, and I think it's been about 2 years since we were on your channel.
Been a while, yeah.
It's just like time has gone on, and we had said,
it's been too
long. We'll have you on our show, and just like, I can't believe. Okay, Greg. I know someone's barbecuing, but you gotta.
My sniff is working. I can smell what they're cooking, but I don't know what they're cooking. It smells good though.
But he totally lost focus.
Me, doesn't it?
But it's been a long time coming, and we are so excited to have you on our channel. So you guys currently, I don't know if you've checked your stats, but you're at 1.69K subs.
1.699.
Oh, right on. So you're almost there. You guys opened your channel. You created your channel March 17th, 2019. And I believe you had like 236,000 views. So very good numbers. So congratulations.
Oh, I know. My bad. I'm the analytical person. This one, creative. I'm the creative one.
It does it automatically.
Okay.
But question for you guys, because I always find it interesting. What was your why did you guys decide to create a channel?
What drove you to insanity? No, I'm just playing.
Well, we were just geniuses that we didn't know there was a pandemic coming the next year. So that was fun to do a travel channel during a pandemic. But anyway. Okay, hold on. Hannah has been known to like the drinks a little much at drag breakfast.
Yes.
Movie Mania Nick, welcome.
Love drag queens, not so much mimosas anymore. but there is no proof of anything because it was deleted.
We'll have to tell that story, won't we?
It was deleted.
A drag breakfast sounds fun.
Oh my
was
gosh, have you ever
amazing.
been to New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't. We were only there for one night before our cruise.
All right. So, do you like Broadway shows?
We do,
We haven't seen an actual Broadway show,
but we will.
but we've seen shows that have been on Broadway.
So,
And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
No,
you're fine. No. So they on Saturday. Was it Saturday? I think it was a Saturday. We flew in on a Friday or flew in on a Saturday. Was it Sunday?
It was Sunday brunch.
It was Sunday. So Sunday brunch, they have two shows for brunch, and it is the Broadway brunch, and they have amazing, talented drag queens, bottomless drinks,
Ooh.
and then you get your food. So you get bottomless drinks, food, and a show for 2 hours for like $40, which you can't get that anywhere.
in New York
No.
City.
Like, and when I tell you, like, I was crying because I was laughing so hard.
It was so funny.
Those performers, they knew what they were doing. And
Yeah.
your performers are your waitresses.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
The place is called Lips.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Is it in
It's
Manhattan?
fantastic.
It's
Huh?
all ad libbed.
Is it in Manhattan?
It is in Manhattan. Mhm.
Yeah.
I
might
would
have to
like
check that out.
you got us on mimosas. You got me on ad libs because I don't like scripted stuff too much.
Oh yeah.
I
This
like-
off the cuff.
I like on our show when we just wing it and ad lib it. I mean, Derek likes some kind of structure, and I understand that, but yeah, we feed off of each other with jokes and everything.
Yeah, I know Angela. She's gone and done the drag brunches, and she enjoyed it. And Mary Ellen says, "Hannah, I need to meet you there next time."
Let's welcome Tiffany Peacock, Nautical Nurse Nancy, Surfer Girl 326, Peppertreevil, RobFuz.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow. Oh, wow. We really got to put some money into
Into
special
StreamYard.
effects. Mary Ellen Dillon. And I think we're all caught up. We had to change. Oh, and Megson C's.
Oh,
Meg.
Meg's and C's. That's Meg.
Welcome.
Hey,
I want to make sure I was reading that correctly.
Meg. So,
I
I would just
wanted-
say,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
go back
we
to
had-
answer your question, but Hannah just, Hannah had a little bit too much bottomless mimosas, and she really wanted to go see the Harry Potter store, which is a huge Harry
It's
Potter
like
store.
2 or 3 stories.
Yeah,
something
so
like
we
that.
go there, but Hannah does not remember much about going there.
Oh, it was all a blur to her.
A little
I
bit too-
remember the outside of the Harry Potter
Yeah.
store.
Tony
I-
T, 1975, welcome.
Yeah. They were planters. I threw up in the planter.
Oh,
Oh, my.
well, that's a fun memory. I went to the Harry
No.
Potter store and upchucked everything I just ate.
So I'm
She had-
vlogging all the Harry Potter store, and she's like, "You didn't get me in the planners, did you?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
She's like, that was the one thing I
That
really.
That was
focused
not
on."
the original question. The original question, what got us into this?
Yeah.
What got us into this is New York. We went to New York in September of 2018. We had 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, and we had to figure out. I'd been in New York before, but only for a day trip. But she had never been,
Mhm.
so we tried to fit as much in as possible on a budget and be as efficient as possible while being safe, because we're 2 females traveling to a place we've never been to before. And when we did it all, we loved it. It was so exciting, jam-packed everything we could possibly into those days. Then we looked at each other and we were like, we probably should tell people how we did this because we saved a lot of money.
Yeah, we saved a lot of money on the trip. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's when the vlog was born.
Excuse me. Welcome, Nick Tours and excuse me, Scott McNeil. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hold on. So Nick, hi, one of my favorite Canadians. How are you?
She always says that to Nick. He's one of her favorite.
I'm glad you brought up the 2 women in a place you haven't been to and you were staying safe. There's different things you could do to stay safe and defend yourself. You got your nails, you got keys. I mean, if you have to, just gouge the person's eyes out. If you have to, I always say that's going to do the trick. You have your keys, you have your voice to yell, and yeah. But you guys were fine. So
Orange Cone Vlog, welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And now that's my favorite place to go to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. I will go there another time in 2023. I just don't know who's going with me.
We didn't get to go to the Harry Potter store. It wasn't
open yet.
We went to the Disney store, which is sadly no longer there. I don't think.
There.
Is it still
there? It's in Times Square. The Harry Potter store is like not near like Times Square or anything like the major tourist traps. The closest thing is the Flatiron Building.
Yeah.
So you walk outside the Harry Potter store and you can see the Flatiron Building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Disney store in New York was really nice. Cool. I know they closed a lot of the ones around us, so I'm glad they kept that one open.
Yeah,
I do know they closed the one in London though.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they closed almost all of them.
Yeah.
We have a group cruise that we're actually hosting, and that is Labor Day on Labor Day 2024. We're going out of New York, and it's a one-way trip up through Quebec. And it is, sorry, I was running. Greg's starting to drive, and I was getting ready to what is he doing? Good
advice, Gary.
We are looking at doing a few things. Like one of the things I like tennis, so we're gonna watch the U.S. Open. Nice. But we didn't get a chance. We did go to Times Square, but we didn't get a chance to go see the Statue of Liberty.
Well, we saw it from the ship.
Empire State Building.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of things. We want to go to a Broadway play. So we're getting in a few days early so we can experience some of that.
The one I really want to do is the Harry Potter one. I think it's still in 2 parts, but then I heard they condensed it into one. So is it? I don't know if you're still going to get the same feel as you would 2 parts.
It is 3 hours. That play is 3 hours.
Basically like Wicked. Wicked, they broke it up into 2 parts as well.
Yeah, so Wicked is broken up into 2 parts. Typically what happens is that if they reach the 2-hour mark, they will break it up into 2 parts. If it's if the play is 100 minutes, they will keep it as one. But they know that with it being so long, when they reach 120 minutes, they're like, we don't want people's vision with people walking up to go to the bathroom to be, disrupted. So they give them the break. They also really push selling alcohol in Broadway plays. So they know people want drinks. And so they just stop it halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to be able to retain what I'm watching. So I don't want to be drunk trying to watch a Broadway show and pay all that money.
Or having to run to the restroom because
you've been
drinking.
No, after the incidents of the whole reason we went to New York, that one trip went at the Harry Potter store and the drag show situation, was because I was going to see Beetlejuice on Broadway because it was leaving in January. And I when I tell you, I was on the bathroom floor just crying. And my mom's like, well, I guess we're just not going to see Beetlejuice. When I tell you, I sobered up in 10 minutes and I had no dinner. And I drank apple juice at Beetlejuice and had ginger ale at home. I was like, okay, I'm fine.
Shouldn't you have drink Beetlejuice at Beetlejuice? That was a corny dad joke.
I have never seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and I'm going to get him to see it. Did you know they are already starting to film Beetlejuice 2?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, after all these years, and most of the original cast is back.
Yes. I love Tim Burton with a passion.
Yep.
Welcome in Shawana Creative Circle and Rachel's Adventures.
Welcome.
Yes.
And I think we said welcome to Tiffany Peacock earlier.
Yes.
I'm going to get you to watch that movie.
I don't think so.
Yes, it's a good movie.
I've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You're going to see that one too.
Let me tell you.
I am going to get him to watch these movies.
Oh my gosh.
I
have to liquor him up.
I quote all the time. There's a song called Sweet Transvestite. And I say all the time, I'm like, how do you do? I see you met my faithful handyman. I say that all the time to people, and people don't know what I'm saying. And I'm just like,
God.
Make sure you're drinking when you watch Rocky Horror Picture Show.
oh, it's like I watched that. I watched it when I was 14, young and innocent, and I was like, what did I just watch?
Tim Curry is the best Frankenfurter out there. He did
When I
such
tell
a good job.
I tell you.
Tim Curry was like, I had a crush on him. Like, I love Tim Curry.
Yeah, and I would like to see that live, because in the live version you throw like toilet paper, they give you all kinds of props and stuff to interact. That sounds so much fun.
Yeah, I think it is interesting how like when they do like the movies, people are getting up and dancing and doing all this.
Well,
different
this is a live show. I don't know if it's a live play and they have you do it, from what I know, or they might play the movie and you still interact.
They do both.
Yeah,
they do both.
Like
Yes.
you bring a bag of stuff. If you go see it in a theater, you bring a bag of stuff. So they say like toast to the bride and groom, and you have a bag. You have toast in your bag, and you throw it at the screen.
So, from my understanding, if it's the movie, you throw more stuff.
Yeah, I did the movie
because you can't really throw at the actors and actresses as much, and they like have squirt guns and stuff for like when it's raining, and it's like, oh, we're getting wet, and it's like squirt guns.
Squirt guns.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Angela
I think
just fell off her chair. She used to participate.
I think if it was at the theater, I would like to see it. I would probably be tripping out on the audience as much as I would the movie.
Oh, and they all
We
dress up.
have it right there. We need to watch it on Halloween time.
They all dress up like a character.
Yeah, you dress up like a character when you go
from
to
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It is an out there movie, but it's a good Halloween movie, so we're gonna watch it.
Carla says, I used to perform the Rocky Horror Picture Show in the theater while they played the movie on the screen.
That's cool.
Yeah. Welcome in. We had a few people drop in. Blaine, Rayleigh Creative Travel. We have Najuma Brown, Kelly and Tammy's Journey. And I don't know if I missed anyone else.
I think you
on
said
there.
everybody
So thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have the amazing Journey with the Gingers on our show. Now, we are going to discuss cruising because I know you ladies are avid cruisers. But one of the things we wanted to talk about is, of course, Dizney. So in case you guys didn't know, Hannah did work in some capacity for Dizney. So we are curious to hear about your experience, and
we want all the secrets.
Yes, and so enlighten us with how your career at Dizney was.
So basically how it started was we had a Disney college program recruiter come to my college, and he explained, like what entails when you go into the Disney college program, how much you get paid, things like that, what the benefits were, and like how it was a good resume builder. And I literally went to my dorm room to my roommate, and I was like, I'm doing this. I am doing this. And so I applied for it a year later, and I really wanted to go into the merchandise section of Disney World. But when I had my you do like an online interview, and then you have a phone interview if you pass the online interview. And my person on the phone, they were like, well, tell me like what you want to do. And I said, right now I work for a dress shop, and my job is to make girls feel like they are royalty, to make them feel like they're princesses. And I just want to make everybody feel that way in some capacity, especially when you work for the most magical place on earth. And so where do they put me? They put me in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Nice. Fun for you.
Nice.
So I go there, and like it is just like so magical. I worked for the one not inside Magic Kingdom, but the one inside Disney Springs, which I absolutely loved. We were so close there. And my job is a fairy godmother in training, or fidgets is what they call us. And so it was just such a cool experience. Now, I wasn't one of the girls that did the hair and things like that. I was one of the girls that would escort the princesses in and then talk with the family, and I would like check them out and things like that. So I had the side of merchandise where I learned the cashier system. So I was able to trade shifts with any other cashier system in the parks. So I was like, I'm going to go work where I want to. So I worked in the American Pavilion, in Epcot. I worked in the Emporium. I worked in Memento Mori, which is the Haunted Mansion shop in Magic Kingdom. I just worked a lot of places. Oh, Hollywood Studios. I helped people build lightsabers and do all that fun stuff. But my favorite was Memento Mori because they were like, you have to be in character. And I was. And so it was just a great experience. But one of my best memories was while I was working in the American Pavilion during Christmas time. They have these outdoor stalls. And while I was working in one of the merchandise stalls, I was listening to Neil Patrick Harris narrate the Candlelight Processional while I was working. So
that is so awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So how does that program work? Where they put you up in like a apartment thing? Do you have to pay for that, or?
So what they do is that at the time I was working, and I still think it's the case, there's 4 different apartment complexes because there's thousands of people from all across the world working in the college program. And what they do is that they calculate based off of which apartment complex you are in and how many roommates you have. They calculate how much your rent is per week, and that includes all utilities and everything. The only thing that you have to pay for is your food. And then they subtract it out of your paycheck automatically. So you do not have to worry about paying rent separately, as long as you make sure that you are working or you have some, funds. If you took a week off, they would double it up on your next, paycheck, things like that. I mean, it was automatic. It was quick and easy, and it was really enjoyable. I like the people I roomed with.
Tell them how you found your roommate.
Oh, there's a whole Facebook group for that.
To find your roommate.
Yeah, it's Dizney College Program. Its acronym is DCP. So it'll be like DCP Fall Semester 2023. And you had to fill out this answer, survey kind of thing. And people would look at your answers and figure out if they liked you as a roommate, possibly.
So she found her roommates before she went.
Yeah, so I knew who I was rooming with before I actually went there.
Did you live comfortably with the pay after they deducted everything still?
Yes.
They paid her well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you got paid well.
Good.
So,
good.
I mean, I think now.
Well, they had a lot of people in that 2-bedroom apartment. How many people did y'all have?
This is going to sound awful, but keep in mind, this place was huge. It was big. We had 6 people in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 bathrooms. But we all worked different shifts. So it was very rare that all 6 of us were there. Even it was 3 people in this room, 3 people in that room. It was weird if all 3 of us were there, because some of us worked night shifts, some of us worked early morning shifts, some people worked like day shifts, afternoon shifts. So it was rare if your people were actually all in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it something that you would recommend to others?
100%. 100%. I had people who I was friends with that went back for a second, semester or third semester, and they just loved it so much. And yeah, I mean, I really liked my job.
Well, you could stay there permanently at some point, I'm sure, if you were offered, right?
Right. So you wouldn't be able to be on the housing program if you became a full-time. They had to have some proof that you are a student at some sort of university. But if you had no intentions of ever going back to school, then you would have to apply to be like a full-time.
Yeah. And she even took classes through Dizney University. So she had college credit when she went back to Clemson the next semester.
Oh, yeah. And they were really good about scheduling you around your classes like that, or through Dizney. Now, if you're doing classes through your university, they have no way of knowing that that you had those classes, so you would have to request those days off, and there's no guarantee that you would even get those days off. But if you did it through Dizney University, they would work around your classes.
That's exciting.
Good luck, Megan, on enrolling in college. And welcome the Down Under Cruisers and Kelly and Tammy's Journey. I think they just came in.
They've been on for a little bit, but thank you so much for joining us tonight. So, what was I know you said your favorite place to shop was, or not shop, but the Memento Mori. What was your favorite park? Well, we kind of discussed that area. What's your favorite park of all the Disney parks?
That was before the show.
My favorite park is Epcot, and it's for sentimental reasons. When I was young, we went as a family, a girls' trip. We went during the Millennium Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a beautiful experience because they were celebrating a lot more cultures than are present in just the World Showcase. So as a child, I walked around and I had my passport stamped, and I still have my passport. That was almost 23 years ago. It was 23 years ago, and I still have my passport. But I just remember how the cast members treated me as a child, like so loving and so excited. And so every time I go back to Epcot, I just think I'm 5 years old again. That sounds horrible. I'm about to be 28, but it was just such a great experience. And I just loved going around to all the countries. And then, I'm sorry. And then I remember going on Test Track as a child. Like all of Epcot has beautiful memories for me, but I remember my grandmother's hair being whack after Test Track. And so every time I think of go on Test Track or Rock and Roller Coaster, I think about my grandma's hair.
We had a pig farmer after the roller coaster. That was rough.
Yeah.
Lori, do you have a favorite park?
Epcot, I'm the same as her, but I do love Disneyland. As far as Disney World, it's going to be Epcot, but Disneyland is really probably my favorite park.
Now, I will have to say my second favorite is Disneyland, but we got to be specific. It's Disneyland when the Haunted Mansion becomes Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we're the only ones that do that. So,
Yeah,
When's the last time you've been to Disneyland?
Was it 2016?
2016?
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been.
We're planning on going back though. That's like on our list of things we want to do.
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know so we can meet you there.
Speaking of
Disneyland,
a very momentous, not occasion, but a momentous piece of history is going to unfold this coming weekend. It's the final farewell for the Splash Mountain at Disneyland. So bittersweet for us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I think our Splash Mountain. Sorry, Disney World.
Disney World's
Yeah.
Splash Mountain's very closed.
Yeah, it's been closed for a while. I've actually seen some videos on TikTok where they've already dismantled the top tree area because that's all going to be redone, and they're putting probably fresh track in there and everything. So, but I would think that this weekend is going to be crazy busy at Disneyland.
I thought about
just for that.
We thought about possibly doing it, and then we changed it.
Yeah.
Lisa's Cruise Adventures, welcome. Meg, she's never heard of the Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they change it.
It's
in
very
September.
Cool overlay.
I think they do it in the middle of September, and then it runs all the way through because it's basically a Halloween, Christmas thing. And at the beginning of January, when they shut down they stop it then. But it's good. I'm not a fan of the movie. I'm a fan of the technicality.
I love that movie.
But I'm just amazed. Like we've watched like the making of it.
I'm a big fan of that movie.
I don't understand.
I'm not.
You gotta
My
watch
cat's name is Sally.
Her cat's name is Sally.
You don't understand it. Oh my gosh, you're gonna watch that one again too.
Cherie,
I will have to say my mom doesn't like it either.
Derek. So we're
there is a book, a sequel book that came out last year, and I bought it about Sally, and then I bought the original and the revised version. It's like a thin book of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I have both versions of that plus the sequel. And then I have all the Zero adventures that they came out with. It's manga, but it's like they're thick books and they're all full colored. So I'm a big fan.
So Meg's never been to Disney. Angela went with us. We did a back-to-back cruise or side-by-side cruise with her. And then we went to Disneyland. So we were able to enjoy that with her. Cherie said,
"Yep,
Jack creeps me out. I can't watch it all the way through."
It is a little creepy.
He is a cool character, and I like the transitions of the characters from where they start to where they end.
Yeah, when I tell you that I can quote Nightmare Before Christmas, like my boyfriend Jarrell, he'll sit on the couch with me and we're watching the movie, and I'm just sitting there mouthing the entire script.
Yep,
Like, will
that's
you
me.
stop?
That's me, and I look at Derek and I just start laughing.
You know what's funny is Greg's mom recorded
Oh my gosh.
Christmas shows back in the 80s.
When I was growing up, so I put them on DVD.
So we watch them, and we're playing the commercials because looking at the commercials from the 80s to now is completely different.
Yeah,
And
I
Greg's
kept all the nostalgia.
he's singing along to all the commercials. And whether underoos are fun to wear.
There was no underoos.
Or something else.
There was like play school commercials and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember all
He's
these.
just like singing along, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
I have my fun moment. I don't care. No judgment.
Oh, so there's something funny. Okay, so when I worked at Disney, we had a park in this. It's different now, but we had the Disney Springs parking garage was a 12-minute walk from where I had to clock in. So I had to walk in my fairy godmother outfit outfit from the parking garage to where I clocked in. And it was very much on set. So on set being not backstage, like in front of everybody. But I would hide my earbuds in my ears, and I would hide it behind my hair because at the time we didn't have AirPods. But what I was listening to, do you know the song Kidnap the Santa Claus?
Yep.
Okay, you know that? So there is a cover album of Nightmare Before Christmas where Korn sings that. And it is like screamo.
Oh yeah.
And so I have this music playing in my ears on repeat and walking to my where I have to clock in, and I got these little girls going, "Oh, mommy, look at the lady!" And I'm like, "You don't want to talk to me," because if I pull out these earbuds, all you're gonna hear is "Mr. Santa Claus." I'm like, "Oh no."
See, and that's the thing that Walt Disney World does that Disneyland doesn't. They have an underground tunnel where you can't see
at
a Magic Kingdom. Yeah. But still.
Yeah, so half of Epcot has tunnels. Half of Epcot, like Future World, like has tunnels. The Disney Springs is really the only one that doesn't really have a backstage as much. Epcot on the World Showcase has a bus where it takes you along the whole route of the backstage area of the World Showcase, and then Hollywood Studios is like a big circle, and they have bikes. I can't ride a bike, but they have bikes that you can use to get to your place instead of walking the whole circle. But thankfully, Star Wars is not that far from the entrance in Hollywood Studios. So
I wouldn't want to imagine you riding a bike with the fairy godmother dress on. I mean, if you get that caught in your wheels or something, there goes your wardrobe,
and then crashing in front of people.
I was Hannah from Tatooine that day. I had my Tatooine name tag. So when you're in Star Wars, I know this man is not calling me.
My boyfriend's calling.
When you work in Star Wars, you're not from South Carolina. You're not from Orlando. You are from one of the planets. So, you ever look at
Megan singing the song.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I do remember that album where they had different singers do the cover
Marilyn
songs
Manson.
of each. Yeah, that's scary. No thanks.
Well, we could definitely talk about Disney all night, but another thing that you guys like to do is cruising. So
we're segueing to cruising now.
So just curious, What
Disney cruise.
are your it's kind of a two-part question because it could be different ones. What is your favorite cruise line? And then what is your favorite ship?
Disney Dream and
Well, interesting fact is our very first cruise we ever took was in, gosh,
It was that trip. Was it not?
2002.
No. Yes.
Yes, 2002 on the Disney Wonder. That was our very first cruise.
That's our only Disney.
That's
cruise.
our only Disney cruise. But my favorite, yours is probably different. My favorite cruise line is Norwegian.
My favorite cruise line is Princess.
Yeah, hers is
Because I love being with a crowd of people who walk slow and who do arts and
Oh my
crafts.
god.
Hannah is an old lady.
I like attending seminars. Let's have book club.
Playing bingo.
Let's have book
She
club.
does it all.
I don't walk slow, and I like Princess. Derek doesn't walk slow, so I don't know what you're trying to say.
No, but I'm telling you, we went to like the art classes, and I'm just sitting there going like this.
She's
I'm
all-
like, yay! And then I'm surrounded by all people who are retired.
It is a very chill, laid back cruise, Princess Cruises.
It was
I
Alaska,
love
too.
them actually. They're
Yeah.
And I
relaxing.
honestly think it was like the Princess Cruises. That's my only Princess Cruise I've been on, but it was the arts and crafts classes, and the fact that they brought on the lady who was the winner of the Iditarod. Do you know what the Iditarod is? It's like the world's famous dog sled racing.
Yeah.
Because we were in Alaska, they brought her on. I bought her book, and she brought one of her dogs, and I was like, "Hallelujah, we have a dog on the ship."
Princess normally does. They'll bring the Huskies on in one of the ports.
Yeah,
They'd have to be looking for the husky because I'd probably have it with me somewhere hiding, just petting it, enjoying it. They'll miss husky.
I do enjoy Princess. It is a completely different cruise. If you're going with friends, Princess is a great cruise because there's not a whole lot of activities going on. Like there's no water slides, there's no go-karts, there's no laser tag.
No,
It's
but there's
just-
always something to do though.
Yeah.
So
I like being relaxed.
Yeah.
Is the best way to put it.
Hey, Lisa.
So- What would you say your favorite ship is? So you said that was it the Disney Wonder? Is that your favorite ship?
No. Sorry.
Which one?
Why'd you say it like that? You're so rude.
That was not my favorite ship.
I will have to say,
That was my first ship.
as a 7-year-old, that their kids club is amazing. If I had to be like working a job on the Disney ship, it would be in the kids club. Like that would be my job. My favorite ship is that I've been on. Is the Carnival Magic.
My favorite ship is the Norwegian Encore, which y'all just got off of.
All right. I'm sorry, Hannah. What was yours?
Carnival Magic.
Carnival Magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
I'm
But
very
it may change next summer.
We're going, next summer we're going on the Norwegian Joy.
Oh.
She hasn't been on Norwegian since she was little. She did Norwegian Sea, right? And you did Norwegian Spirit to Alaska.
Girl, I was
You were-
8 and 11.
Yeah, you were little. I've been on Norwegian Escape and Norwegian Encore, but she's now going to go on the Joy, which is the sister ship to the Encore and the Escape.
That's going to be our group cruise too.
Okay.
Welcome in, Nick.
Oh, well, we're going out of New York. That makes sense.
I'm jealous of the kids area like on Disney because they like have all the video games and the fun stuff and things like that, and then they
They make
have
rubber.
like the adult area that doesn't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, the
So-
Wonder is the only Disney ship we have. Well, we haven't been on the Wish yet, but of the original 4, the Wonder is the only one that we haven't had a chance to go on.
We do the open house stuff, so I make use of those games while I can when the open house is there. I'm like, I won't be able to come in here after that. So
I loved their kids club so much that I felt bad. I'm so sorry. I'm her only child. And that I was like, she was like, okay, it's time for dinner. I was like, but I don't want to. And she was like, this is supposed to be a family vacation.
I lost it.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, Captain Hook is with us on a ship. You want Captain Hook on the ship. He kidnaps kids. Like, no, that's Peter Pan.
So, Lori, why is the Encore your favorite ship?
I liked everything it had to offer. I mean, my husband, of course, loved the go-karts, but I just loved that they had the separate, like, of course, the specialty dining, but they had so many choices for specialty dining. And I also loved Choir Man. And we also had, Choir Man's still my favorite, but we also had Kinky Boots when we were on it.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that. Dang it.
It was fantastic. My husband said, but it was fantastic.
We would have liked to watch it, but they got rid of it because there were too many complaints. So
I know.
They wanted there was complaints from passengers saying they wanted a more family-friendly show. So they ended up.
But yet they have a over 18 comedy show. Go figure.
Yeah, it was
It's
really,
literally a show about making heels for people
I know.
that
It
need
was
heels.
it was actually a clean show. I mean,
There's nothing wrong with this.
But and I just liked I even liked the different bars on it because you could go and get some really specialty drinks that you've never had before. You know, because like I was telling Hannah, we even went one night to the whiskey bar, and I've never been a whiskey person, and I tried something that had like a Jack Daniels and lemonade drink. It was delicious, and I was like, that's the one drink that I enjoyed out of all of them on there. I just liked all the options it had.
Angela, I will say Derek and I are both big kids, as you are well aware of. So you're never too old to play games. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but yeah.
My favorite ship is the NCL Bliss. I would still say it's my
favorite. My favorite NCL ship.
Yeah. And I like the fact that there's, like with you, there's so many different options. I might not want to go down the slide. I might not want to do the laser tag.
We never do the slides, really. We haven't yet.
It's there. If you want to do it, it's there. So that's what I like about it. We're not pool people. We don't hang around the pool. We're doing...
No, I've done the pool before.
Have you done it in NCL?
I did it on Princess.
Okay, but not NCL.
Well, this past one, it was freezing cold in Alaska.
Nobody was in the pool in Alaska.
Yeah. Have you guys sailed Alaska before?
3 times.
I'm 2.
She's 2 times. I'm 3 times.
My princess ship was Alaska.
Welcome in, Cheryl.
We would love to go again. I want to go to the higher parts of Alaska next time, though.
Yes.
Did y'all do Glacier Bay National Park?
We did.
That was beautiful.
That was amazing.
We did Juneau. We did Skagway, Ketchikan.
Did you know we did Juneau?
We did Glacier Bay. That was a very fun excursion. We had actually an excursion canceled on the Juneau, but we did the tram and we had a lot of fun.
You know what, Billy J? You're absolutely right. There is a commercial on one of those recorded shows, and yes, I did sing it.
Oh well, so I think Kelly and Tammy said they loved the Carnival Dream. That was their favorite ship, so that's awesome.
Was I on that one?
Yeah, you were on the Dream. She's like, was I on the Dream?
Was that with Justin and Rhonda?
No, Carnival Dream was when we
Were you drinking too much again? You didn't remember where you were at.
Oh my!
There's actually water where I am.
Carnival Dream is when we went for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary in 2016 or 2012. 2012. We went. All their couple friends went with us.
I understand. I only remember manatees and monkeys.
Okay, well, we went to Belize. We did a Carnival Dream.
I love
She's so rotten. She's been on so many cruises. She don't even know which one she's been on.
What's been your favorite excursion of all the trips that you've taken, which might be very hard?
I know.
That is a loaded question.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
All right, can we do mine first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, my favorite excursion was when we were on the Carnival Dream.
Belize.
Yeah, and we went to Belize. And it was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and all their couple friends were on the ship with us. So, but we left them all behind and went as a 3-person family, which was kind of nice.
I thought Minnie and Poppy were.
No, they didn't go with us to Belize. No, they didn't do that with us. But we took a boat down this river. It was a very narrow river, lots of trees over it. And there were manatees just bobbing in the water. And then there were monkeys swinging from the trees. It was crazy.
Oh, there was a temple.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that note.
Okay, you remember this now?
Okay.
So then they took us to this. We stopped on the river at this Black Orchid Inn, and they fed us lunch. But they said it's like an inn that people go there. It has no televisions or anything, just to like write books. A lot of authors go there.
Oh no.
But then we went to the Mayan ruins, and saw that. It's just like we just saw so much that day, and it was just a great tour for me.
Was it Tikal? Did you go to Tikal?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we went to Honduras.
Yeah, we did Honduras.
Ew.
Yeah, she's now remembering this cruise.
I'm so
It's all coming back to me.
It's like stored in files that are coming out of the filing cabinet. Okay, mine is. Are you done?
Too bad you don't have a video of it. You can remember it. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Mine is St. Kitts, but I didn't actually go explore St. Kitts. I walked off the ship, got on a boat, and then we went to Nevis, which is its sister island. So it's technically the country is St. Kitts and Nevis. And Nevis is where Alexander Hamilton was born. And so they have the place that he was born at. It's a government building. It's a historic landmark. And we were like, oh, we're going to go see that. And then we'll go on this tour and it'll be fun. That was like the least interesting part of the trip, really, because our tour guide was so freaking good. His name was Cookie, and he made us fall in love with his island. And
so you loved his
and
island.
you loved everybody you met. All the locals were amazing. The island itself is beautiful. I really just want to go to Nevis to spend a whole week there. And there's the only thing that's on that island is what is the hotel? There's like one hotel chain, but everything else seems like it's local.
Yeah, everything.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
You should ask for Cookie if you're there again. It's like, can I have Cookie for the whole week?
They might think you want a chocolate chip.
I know.
Oh my
I know
gosh.
the he worked for.
Yeah, he would take us around in all the little. There was lots of little schools on the island, and being an educator, this was just so sweet. The little school children were in their uniforms, so each school had different color uniforms, and they would be outside, and they would all just wave at us. We're like, oh my gosh,
They're so cute.
Welcome in,
still
Party
have
on the
uniform
Seas. Thank you so much for
schools?
joining us.
But
Okay.
Nevis looks like a little Hawaii.
Yep.
It looks a lot like a little Hawaii.
Because Hawaii is known for its volcanoes, and they have this mountain which is called Mount Nevis, and it is a dormant volcano in the middle of their island, and it's just surrounded by clouds.
Oh, wow.
It
That's
was a
crazy.
great tour.
Yeah, that would
But
be
my favorite port now is Bermuda. Just from this last trip I was on. I fell in love. We were in Bermuda. When did we get back? A week ago?
I don't know, but do you know they have excursions to the Bermuda Triangle? That just sounds like a dumb thing. Yeah, you get on a boat to the place where boats disappear.
At night.
Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, that's kind of scary.
That's pretty big, though, because even when you leave Miami, aren't you technically going through the Bermuda Triangle?
the what?
Well,
Bermuda.
she said that
You
she
said
sat next to
Bermuda?
people at dinner, and they were like, yeah, you have to like go through these gates.
There was some kind of gates they had to go through. I don't know what it was.
On the
It
boat?
didn't make any sense to me.
And then it was a glass bottom boat
At
with
night.
lights.
At night. They went to the Bermuda Triangle.
So you
at
could
night.
see
No,
you
thank
could see all the ships. You could see all the ships and boats that sunk
The
while you're on a
ships.
boat.
Oh wow, isn't that nice? They're like,
Yeah.
don't worry, you're not adding to the collection. You're
Wow.
That would be
yeah,
good
the
walk.
Bermuda Triangle.
No.
Is a pretty interesting
I've watched
spot.
enough Scooby Doo to know you don't go near the Bermuda Triangle. Okay.
Jane and Travels, welcome. Yeah, Bermuda Triangle is pretty crazy. Not a lot of research. People don't know why things happen there. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Have you sailed on a ship more than once?
Yes.
How many times?
Carnival Sunshine.
How many times?
How many times have I been on it? 4 times.
Wow, you must
It's
like
2 hours
it.
from my house. I mean, it's just a quick trip.
I've only done, was it like two with, we went with Kim and we went with Allison out of Jacksonville. What's that?
That was the Fascination. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been on the same ship twice, and that was Fascination, which is no longer under the Carnival fleet.
Ecstasy also used to go to Charleston.
Charleston, Jacksonville.
And in Charleston, both of them. Ecstasy and Elation.
Yeah, but Elisa who's in the chat,
Is she still in the chat?
Lisa, she's been on the Carnival Sunshine more than this one has.
Oh yeah, Lisa's
Like dozens.
well known on the Carnival Sunshine.
We've only done
Thank you, Angela.
one carnival ship. It is one of the ones that we've sailed twice. We've done the Bliss twice, and we've done the Carnival Radiance twice.
Seriously.
Welcome to Lisa's Cruises.
That's Lisa.
That's
Adventures.
Lisa, how many times have you been on the Carnival Sunshine?
Lisa lives near Charleston.
And our next carnival is going to be on the Celebration. We're doing the non-group cruise this October with a bunch of other people that are going to be on it. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be our first time. It's a bigger carnival ship.
It's a new generation of carnival.
Yeah,
so
we did Carnival Radiance twice. I'm good with that.
I like that. I would do it again.
I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick. There's a lot of other ships we would like to do. So, but yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Oh my gosh. Lisa says she's been on the ship 18 times.
Carnival Sunshine.
Wow.
She goes all the time on it. Yeah.
And then her friend Lynn
probably lives on it. I think.
Lynn is on the ship Carnival Sunshine 3 weeks out of every month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cheryl's never been on a carnival ship.
Wow.
Carla's been on the Sensation 3 times, Sunshine twice, and Vista, and come next year, Vista 3 times.
Nurse Nancy's been on the Horizon 4 times.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've only been on a carnival ship twice, and it was the same ship. So I am excited to try a bigger, different carnival ship that will have more to offer.
We tend to like the bigger ships.
Because there's more to walk around and do and investigate and go on your own adventures inside and see what they got going on. And there's more places to eat too. So it's not as confined.
How many different cruise lines have you ladies sailed on?
She sailed on more than me.
I've been on 24 cruises.
But how many cruise lines?
How many cruise lines?
That's the question.
I have to count. Disney, Carnival, Princess, Norwegian. I just did Celebrity.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. Is that all? 6?
I have 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna be the person you need to talk to about comparing different cruise lines. I'm along for the ride. I have to pay for my ticket now.
Gary stays off Carnival as much as possible.
Yeah.
But Gary, you're going to be going on the cruise in October, so I hope you enjoy it. It's more about the people, I think, that are going to be there, and then the ship will just speak for itself.
The thing I like about the Carnival Sunshine, besides it just being 2 hours away, is the southern hospitality of the people that you're cruising with. I mean, they're just the sweetest.
Let me tell you,
we just became friends with everybody each time we've sailed on there.
The people on our sailing in December of last year on the Carnival Sunshine, they were the most supportive and loving people. Like, I had this beautiful couple support me into singing in front of dozens of people, which I did not want to do. And they gave me the courage that I needed.
They had the whole crowd stand up for her.
Yeah, I was just like, you people are amazing.
Yeah,
we love karaoke, so that would be fun.
I just feel like we
bonded.
We bond. Something about the Sunshine and being out of Charleston is some of the people. That there's a lot of people that sell it many times, like Lisa, but it's just like this family thing. It's the oddest thing. I've never been on a cruise where I felt like I just walked into a bunch of friends.
Yeah, and when you got sat next to people during dinner or during brunch or something, you were this close to people, and I remember Jasmine, and we were just talking to these ladies, and we would tell them hey throughout the cruise.
When you sat down, because they, when you have 2 people, they sit you close to other 2 people. Sometimes.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
what we've done.
Every time we sat down, it was like family dinner. I mean, everybody just became friends all of a sudden. So.
Disney does that a lot too. They'll sit you with when it was just us 2. They would sit us with people that you're kind of like. Similar age group, similar interests, things like that. And we've actually met some pretty nice people throughout the years on Disney cruises.
Yeah, we have. What cruise do you have coming up that you're really looking forward to?
I only have one.
Well, William, my husband, and I are going with about 70 more friends on the Booze, BOO''S cruise on Halloween on the Carnival Glory.
I came up with the name.
Yeah, Hannah named it.
I'm not going on it.
Halloween cruise.
That's
Yes.
out of New Orleans, which is so fun for Halloween itself.
It goes. Give me a voodoo doll. I already have two.
And then William and I are going on. We're going to try MSC for the first time in February, just a 4-day on the seashore. And then you can tell what we're going to do in
Next July, we get to combine her favorite thing and my favorite thing. My favorite thing is to be in the chaos of New York City with millions of people. One who gave me COVID last year. Thank you. And then we're going on the Norwegian Joy down to Bermuda for like 2 nights and then just coming back up. Yeah. New York is my favorite place on this earth, other than
I
Nevis.
think they know.
Yes. Broadway shows are my love and passion.
Oh, Destination Fun's going to do the booze cruise out of Tampa, which is the next year.
Our cruise in October is basically a Halloween cruise because it'll be in October and you celebrate Halloween throughout the whole month. So people are going to be dressing up for that cruise as well. We'll be one of them. We don't know quite yet what we're going to do, but it'll be something fun.
So what do you have coming up on your channel that you'd like to share with?
Boy.
Okay.
Dude, it's just been crazy.
I do all the social media. I do all the shorts. And we also have a TikTok channel that we've got that's become monetized too. So I do all the short stuff. She does all the editing of the longer videos.
That takes like 6 hours.
So we are now rolling out. My mother and I just got off of the Celebrity Summit.
A 9-day cruise.
A 9-day cruise.
Nice.
It was very nice. But so Hannah's now editing that. We just put out yesterday the room tour of they call it instead of a balcony on Celebrity, call it a veranda. So it was a veranda stateroom tour. And then so next week we're going to put out the first day, the embarkation day.
Well, we may combine days. It's the first like onboard experience.
Yeah, the first onboard day.
Yeah.
We're not going to do 9 videos because
thank God.
Thank God. But we also have live streams on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we have Guga and Rob.
Hold up. We're not done.
Okay.
We're not done. We also have a whole series of Las Vegas, which is on 5 different devices that I'm going to have to edit after this one. That was filmed in November. And then after that, we have a New York series with a dad and daughter trip. So I took my father for his first New York visit in January. That will be after the Las Vegas series. So we're backlogged.
Yeah, backlogged.
So
we are there with you on that. We had 6 cruises last year, and we've only released one of those series, and we've had 2 this year. Well, yeah, I think we've had 2 this year that we have to do. Welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders.
Been busy with work and life and everything. It's just
Jamie Wilhite came in a little bit earlier. Any last thoughts that you ladies would like to say?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. This has been fun.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't look at me for last thoughts. My brain is gone. Don't look at me.
We just appreciate that you had us, but we just ask if you're not subscribed to our channel to do so, and if we appreciate all the people that came on tonight that in the chat. That's just amazing.
If you would like to see more mother-daughter shenanigans, you should definitely subscribe because she has a schedule and I have ADD, so that should be fun.
I am Derek. She is Gregory.
Very, very much so. Yes, I gathered that too. I did want to ask, how did you come up with your behind you that image? How did your channel
logo?
Logo,
yeah. How did you come up with that?
So when we came up with the idea, this is the great part of having ADD. You have ideas. And so I sketched a very rough sketch of us looking out at the world. And then my boyfriend, who was not my boyfriend at the time,
He was her friend.
he was my friend, and he is a digital artist. And I said, hey, here's a very rough sketch. Can you go with it and be as creative as you want with it? And after, I think, a month, he was like, I don't know if you'll like it, but here it is.
And we love it.
And we love it. And now he's
Yeah,
my boyfriend.
very
So,
cool.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I love it. I was saying your thumbnail's like my favorite.
It's like
one,
you're
or
looking
the
out at the
logo.
world.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. That's my thought too, is that you're looking onto the world. So very awesome. We thank you for joining us. Apologize that it's taking so long to get you on our channel. We've always intended to have you on it
again
but
too.
yes, definitely we'll have to do this again, and hopefully we'll cruise on some time together. I know we're booked
Disney.
through beginning of Disney. I know we have cruises booked through 2025, the beginning of it, I think.
Wow.
Greg always shudders when we do all that.
I can't even think that far ahead. I'm sorry. I enjoy one day at a time.
But we're kind of pulling back right now because things might be happening in 25 later on that we're kind of freeing up our time. So we have that to look forward to. But thank you so much. Hang on when we end the show. That way we can talk to you for a little bit. But again, if you haven't already subscribed to Journey with the Gingers, please do. And thanks everyone for the support.
You.
Thanks for coming in tonight.
Yeah.
I know we have coming up now is on the Disney side, This and That. And
But
also
check out.
the
Wait,
This
well,
Life
they
of Ours.
were they on?
Rachel.
Okay, yep, check that out.
And also the ship show should be on tonight. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you
Have
so
a
much
good
for joining us.
night.
I'm Derek.
I'm Gregory.
If you forgot our names, it's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
We are
just getting started. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Jelly, jelly.
Is it ending?
You-